To learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So I'm back at the tiny house today. This is Sunday. Yesterday I kind of took a break, which I think now is a mistake. My plan was to put this window in today. So as you know, I've gotten 2 windows installed. There's 3 windows in this house. Got this one up first. That was a new construction window. And then 2 days ago, I got this window up. That's a replacement window. Now remember, all these windows we bought used. Well, I say used. This one is brand new, but we bought it from somebody. It wasn't in a store. So we got them at yard sales and Habitat for Humanity restock shop. What would have cost us $700 in doors and windows, I think we got them for around $200. Don't quote me on the prices. I'm sure somebody will go back in the old videos and say, no, you said that. So trust whatever was in the old videos. So everything was going really great. And I ran out of tie-back tape. Now, I really have gotten where I like this stuff a lot. So in this window install, what I did was I wrapped the house wrap. So this is house wrap. So what I did was I cut it 5.5 inches taller and I wrapped it down and then I taped it all down. So you can see here that I've taped it. Now what that is to do is, in my thinking, is to keep the moisture barrier from the outside inside, and then on the outside I caulked the window, and I'll do that on the inside also. I ran out of caulk, but that's not near as critical right now. Today I was going to come up here and I was going to do the same thing, but like I said, I ran out of tie-back tape. Well, last night I thought, you know, maybe I could work on the window last night because I didn't have much to do, and so that's when I discovered I was out of tie-back tape. So I ran over to the hardware store. It was 4 o'clock. Well, it was Saturday. I thought the hours was till 5 o'clock, but on Saturdays it's 2 o'clock they close, and then they're closed on Sundays. The hardware store is just a couple miles down the road. Now, in order to go to a different hardware store, I'd have to drive 30 miles. Well, that would be a wasted day, so what's the point? Just wait until tomorrow. So what I thought I would do is I'd go down and cut some more firewood, because I'm getting behind on firewood. I want to stay on top of that too. I say behind, I'm not behind. I just want to stay on top of it. I want to keep going. I want to keep progressing forward. So I thought, well, why waste the day just sitting around not doing anything? So I thought I'd cut firewood. And then it occurred to me this morning, wait a minute, whoa, I still can do something to the house. So I'm going to install the door. I don't need tie-back tape for the door because the seams are far enough away. I have one strip here. I had enough to do this one strip. And so the seams are far enough away. I don't have to worry about this seam. I don't need to worry about here because the trim is only, you know, what, maybe 2 inches for tie-back tape. And I don't need to wrap this around because the door is self-sealing. Hard to explain, but it's self-sealing. But that lip right there on the side will press right up against this wall, and so it'll seal itself. And then I'll take caulk and I'll just run it right along the side. It'll seal up nice and fine, and I don't need the tie-back tape. Now this door, Carolyn got, again, I think for $40. Try to step down here without hurting myself. It's a beautiful door. Now, some people in the comment section have said that this is an $800 door. Now, of course, we got it used, so it's a very heavy door. It's a beautiful door too. We need to clean it up. We'll have to restain it. The windows are in good shape. But here's that trim I was talking about. See, that's only what, maybe 2 inches. Now I'll have to replace the locks. And the last time I said I'm gonna have to replace the locks, everybody said, no, you can get keys made. You can only get keys made if you have the key somehow or another. I mean, I understand that you're supposed to be able to do that, but I've looked and looked and looked, and I don't know how to do it, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna replace the locks regardless. This door, like I said, is just extremely heavy, and Carolyn's back just isn't good enough to deal with this. So I have to figure out a way to get it up into the wall by myself. So I've devised a little system here. I've got my ladder, and what I did was I ran my ladder on the beams of the trailer, my tiny house trailer. This portion of the trailer is going to be the front porch of our house. You can see the beams here. I've laid the ladder on the beams. Now, of course, the beams are much lower than the house, so I had to stack some bricks up. It's not the most stable thing in the world, but it's not like I'm going to be on it. I just got to get the door, so I'll put the door on it and I'll slide the door up to the wall, and then hopefully I can just lift it up and it'll slide right into place. Okay, so now I have it standing up, but I got to square it up. So what I did for the immediate, when I got the door up, I took a screw and I screwed it in right where I was supposed to, right here. But you may notice now that the screw isn't there. So when I got inside, I took a screw and I just temporarily put a screw right here. That way if the door decides to fall over on me, it will catch and it won't fall. Because I still got to square it up. In order to do that, I can't have it screwed in. It's not screwed into the wall. It's just screwed into the door, so if it falls over, it'll just kind of block it from falling over. Because now I have to shim it to get it square. I got to put shims in, I got to use my square, because the door kind of leans if I, so it's kind of leaning one direction or another. You can tell it's pretty tight between the wall and the door, what, right there? But then when you come down here, there's a little bit of a gap. So it should be, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, just the opposite. Well, actually, there's quite a bit of gap, but you can see there's more gap at the bottom than the top, so it needs to be squared up, and I'll use these shims to do that. Okay, got the door installed. Man, that is pretty. Once we get all this junk cleaned up in the back, we'll have a porch back here. Nice view of the woods. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. I got it all balanced out and shimmed out. Before, you would have noticed that it would fall back when you open the door. Now it's all balanced out. Now it doesn't take much to open it. It just, so, closes well. Now, I'm gonna have to get some sealing tape. I don't know, that little spongy stuff. There's a little bit of gap right here. Now, it appears that the previous owner of this door put some there, but now that he took it out, reinstalled it, we'll have to do that again. But everything's really nice and tight. I'm really satisfied with this. So we don't lock the door by accident. I put some tape over it so we don't lock it. The bolt lock don't matter. You'd have to be inside to lock it because we don't have the key. Sure is a pretty door. So we'll get this stained up again. Like there's cat or dog scratches right here, it looks like. We'll have to get that cleaned up. But for a used door, man, that is awesome. So I'm glad I didn't waste today and go cut firewood. I'm glad I got the door done. Then tomorrow I'll run over to the hardware store, pick up some tie-back tape, get this window installed. And then Tuesday, big day Tuesday, we're gonna go get 2x4s for rafters. And then I'll start building rafters. My first rafter, I'm gonna take my darndest, slowest time that I can possibly take. Make sure that it's perfect. And then once it's perfect, you know, I'll set it up there, I'll take it down, I'll set it up there, I'll take it down. Once it's perfect, I will use that one as the guide for the rest of them. I hope I can encourage you to create something today, and more importantly, be happy. Thanks for watching.